right, great people. We have another update coming up. How's everyone doing? I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have not seen my other videos prior to this one, by all means, go back to those other videos and check them out so you can get caught up and you'll be updated as to what's going on and where we're at this point. This game has gotten pretty interesting. We got a lot of moving parts. So I got a lot to discuss with you at this time. So get you something to snack on and just relax and let's do a deep dive into some of what's going on right now, okay? All right. First, let's just start off by saying that we got a couple interesting developments. One, I had to release Port McGuire from the coalition at this time because of his lack of participation, and he hasn't been that active. So let's just take a look at the map at this time, and let's just kind of see where we're at as far as everything is concerned. So right now we have the entire Australia. However, we have Port McGuire here, and we have Canberra as the two nations that are not a part of the coalition. So let's just take a second to look at the map. As you guys can see, I have pretty much taken over this whole continent here from Otoga. Otoga has left the game, so it was a good opportunity for me to swoop in and acquire these provinces. Um, a lot of times you don't know if somebody's going to quit or if somebody's going to, forfeit the game. And so you have to be prepared and recognize when that has happened. And so with Otoga here, yeah, he has left the game. And so that gave me an opportunity to get some easy provinces. And right now, I'm just moving diligently, taking my time, but slowly but surely, I've been taking over this entire area. So that's just another situation where anybody could have done it if they would have just took the initiative to see that, and just had a little vision about it, because you have to have a little vision in this game. So I had the vision and the foresight to see that. So, that's why I'm able to benefit by acquiring these properties. As you can see, most of his guys are in the water. So that gives me free reign to, well, that means I've been attacking them with my boats and causing them to get off into the water. And that's usually how AI or the computer operates. The computer in this game is not always easy to manipulate, but a lot of times they are. So right now, let's go ahead and continue that by attacking this guy right here. And that he's probably going to chase me in the water as I attack him with my boats. And we're going to just slowly but surely just continue to take over these provinces. Let's see here. Okay, we got 2 minutes before we can attack this capital again. I'm trying to get these guys to make some kind of move into the water, but for right now they're holding pretty firm and they're not moving out. So right now I'm going to keep my guys here and just kind of be patient because it's nothing but 4 provinces. So it's not no rush. Um, what's interesting is that I had to let Port McGuire go, and so I let my coalition know that this is all open if someone wants to go ahead and try to acquire those provinces. Sydney as well has said that he no longer really is interested in playing as well. So at some point, I probably would have to release Sydney from the coalition. But right now, let's just give him some time. He may change his mind. But at this point, I'm not in a rush to release Sydney. And again, Canberra here is another nation that I'm looking at that we have to get out of this area. But it's not a rush for me. But it is on the list of things that need to be done. And as you can see, I have 100 troops here waiting on what I decide to do. I'd prefer some of my teammates to take advantage of this opportunity to get some provinces. But, once I get going and I decide to go ahead and make a move, then that's going to be the end of that. Let's see here. Now, I will not tell you guys every single thing that I'm doing at this point in the game because you never know who's watching. And you do have to keep some things to yourself. But let's take a second to see, just take a look at the map, see what's going on. And right now, I'm sending troops towards Asia. I've acquired pretty much all of the outside islands, so we're in good shape from that standpoint. Let's see here. East Texas, okay. So I don't know what these guys got going on, but let me check something out. Let me see if these guys have any kind of friction here. Oh, he is at war with North Honshu. Okay, so they're at war, guys. So let's see how this develops. Okay. All right, so we'll see how this works. I'm certainly going to need to send some protection around that area soon. North Honshu, we've allowed him to join our coalition. So he's our new member to our coalition, North Honshu. So let's take a look at what's going on with Perth. Perth is making his way to Asia, and he's got a lot of troops heading that way, as well as Brisbane. So that's Perth here, and he's heading towards Asia here. I've already made landfall, and so I'm ready to just try to acquire this province here. I've sent East Changtang a coalition invitation because strategically, the reason why I did that is because Perth has sent a message in the group chat here, and he's concerned about FARS. FARS started attack on me. So for that reason, I want to send him some support and let him know he's not by himself in this situation. Because I also sent FARS a message, and I said, let's see here. And I said, hey there, any way I could make peace between you and Perth? I respect your rank and experience. And he didn't respond. So by him not responding, I kind of take that as a little disrespect. because it was a simple question, and that also could mean, look, I don't want to talk, I just want to fight. So if that's the position he's taking, we're going to protect ourselves, and we're going to send some reinforcements into this area. As I can see, he's bringing his lookouts here. As you can see, that's his balloon, so he can see what's going on and how many troops we got coming. And let me see, Fars, he's a part of what they call the Devil's Brigade. Ain't that something? The Devil's Brigade. They're ranked pretty high. They're in second place as a coalition. We're in third place as a coalition, so makes sense that we may clash a little bit, but my advice to Perth would be to do exactly what he's doing and to get on land, because you got way too many troops in the water, and I don't want you to lose them to submarines or anything else that Fars may have in the water. So go ahead and make landfall, and then we'll regroup. Hopefully we can get East Chang Tang to join us, and we can go ahead and get rid of South French Indochina. Let me see here. Yeah. So we'll see. Now Perth, you attacking South French Indochina. That's a risky thing to do because he's not, a small potato. He has a pretty strong army, and we don't want to upset two strong, two strong nations at one time, so to speak. So we need to tread lightly. That's why I said come to Burma, because then through Burma we can get to either Mandalay or Assam and just kind of cut in here to some of these easier targets. But to try to go directly towards Indochina, I don't know if that's a good move or not. But either way it goes, I'm going to cover my teammate, and we'll just work it out. That's why I'm asking for air support. I've asked guys to build airports here so that we can go ahead and start sending some air support, because that would be crucial when it comes to boats and things of that nature. Give you guys I'm gonna give you guys another little secret. One thing about when you watch my videos, you never know when I'm gonna give you something that you really can utilize in the game. One thing you need to know about boats, whether they be the battleships or the light cruisers, and even sometimes the submarines, what you need to recognize is that the worst thing for those boats are airplanes. It's almost like a 4-to-1 attack. You're gonna knock those boats out quickly as long as you got those airplanes in the air. So air support is a huge advantage to have, especially when you're dealing with boats and troops in the water. So that's why I asked my coalition members to go ahead and start building some airplanes in this area. So yes, Fars is a large nation here. He is ranked number 2 in the game overall. Very powerful. Extremely powerful, actually. So me trying to make peace was a good attempt when you're dealing with a strong nation. But if they reject peace, then at that point we look at an opportunity to take Fars down, but we will have to do it strategically. And so that will be my goal, and that's where I'll be directing my coalition members, is to not rush into anything, but to make landfall, get stronger, and let's prepare for a unified attack against Fars and any other nation that tries to go to war with any members of this coalition. Let's see here. So hopefully I can get this situation taken care of as soon as possible, as well as this area here, so that I can start to build up and just send a nice amount of troops into this area. So it's going to take a couple days, maybe even a couple weeks, for me to build up a strong army, because I'm going to need a lot more boats, a lot more you just need a lot more things when you're talking about going into battle with other large nations. So there's work to be done. But this is the fun part, guys, where we get into these battles. The key is going to be teamwork and communications. So one thing I'm going to hold my coalition members accountable about is communication. It is very difficult to make moves and strategize without communication. Building up a nice, strong Air Force. That's going to take a little while, but that's going to be a real key in this game. All right, so that's about it, guys. Let's see what day it is. It's day 29. So we're about 30 days in. And so that's where we're at. If you have any questions, any concerns, any tips you may be interested in, something you don't know about the game, something technical you may want to know about the game, feel free to leave a comment and ask any questions that you may have about this game, because I know when I first started I had a lot of questions myself, and some stuff you're just not going to know. So go through this area here and learn every button that you have right here: espionage, coalition, stock market, resources, diplomacy, newspaper. This newspaper is very important as well, because the newspaper, if you click here, if you didn't know this, I'm sure most of you do, but you'd be surprised, some people may not know. If you scroll all the way down the newspaper, you not only do you want to see what's going on as far as wars and who's winning as far as the wars that are taking place, but I think one of the main things the newspaper lets you know is that when you have a coup d'etat. Coup d'etat means someone has quit. So let's see, there you go, that word right there, coup d'etat. That means Leinster is no longer part of the game, and these guys will be considered AI or computer. So it's important to know when someone quits. So let's see where he's located. So he's over here. So Ulster is already probably attacking that because he's the computer. So he'll be gone soon. So it's important to know that you can get that information from the newspaper. And every day the newspaper is published a new article, and it lets you know every day who may have quit the day before. So you don't have to guess if somebody quit or not. It'll let you know that. But also, just as well as somebody quit, they can come back to the game. So you got to keep that in mind as well. Um, Another thing I want to show you about this newspaper is that sometimes you just want to know, okay, well, who's fighting and what's going on. So I may want to know um, who's fighting East Texas, and you can see it'll let you know who's winning that battle by looking at the numbers of casualties. So right there, East Texas has lost 116,000. East Mato Grosso has lost 193,000. That doesn't necessarily mean that somebody is winning or losing, but it just lets you know how many troops that they're losing in the battles amongst each other. So that's important to know as well. So you can know, okay, maybe you want to attack somebody because you see they lost so many troops and they may be weak. The newspaper can be used in so many different ways. So you have to be, and even like, look right here. This is me. I haven't lost any troops, but I have killed 3,000 of Burma. And that's just talking about the small battle that's taking place right here. And if you notice, I'm not just going to rush into this spot here because he has a level 5 fort. So all I'm doing is hitting it with the one artillery that I sent all the way over here. Now, this artillery came from way over here. So this was like a couple days that we traveled to get here. But we just so happened to get here and get on board. And now we're in a good position to take this province with a level 5 fort. So that's what we're doing now. So if we can make landfall here, that'll be a good access for other of my coalition members to go ahead and get on board. And then let's see what we want to do from there as far as trying to get into this area. All right, so that's it for now, and I will update you guys maybe in a few. Well, I will update you guys tomorrow. And again, any questions, feel free to leave it, subscribe, like the video. Later.